Okay, early in the morning, how's everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing okay. Look, when I say early in the morning, it's 5:30. 5:30 Friday. Excuse me looking the way that I am. Are we having fun yet? Everyone okay? I hope you guys are, man. I dropped a video. Maybe you're familiar with it, maybe you're not. I'm going to skip the intro once again on this channel, but it was called Snowmageddon. And I saw this forming about 7 to 10 days ago, okay? And I took days off. I tried to warn a few people. I warned people on my channel with that video. But the irony is in real time, outside in the world, a couple people, oh, Jared, don't worry about it. It's always it's only a few inches of snow. Nothing's going to happen. It's not going to be the end of the world. Don't incite fear mongering. I don't want to hear about this storm anymore. You know what? Quite all right. It'll be 75 degrees and sunny just for you. But for those of you that actually want to pay attention to what I'm saying, then I might get eye boogers and all that stuff. I don't care. We going on. This is my channel, man. And I've got a few tips, got a few things that you can do to stay prepared out here. Number one, if you are late to the party, which a lot of people probably are, you are going to find that most places are out of rock salt, are out of driveway salt. Okay, what they will have on the shelves, especially in places like Walmart, because I saw this already, is water softener, salt pellets. What else would it go by? I don't know any other name it'll go by. Okay. Now, if they weren't playing with the weather, which I know that they are, but I won't make this a conspiracy video like I said about the last time. Normally, stuff like this could help in a snowstorm, in a storm that happens in the winter, obviously, right? Here's the problem. If you're not knowledgeable about stuff like this, when you have a massive front that's so widespread and you have Arctic air accompanying it and Arctic air behind it, I don't think it's going to get above freezing for the next week out. Okay, probably longer than that, probably at least until the first week of February. I hope I'm wrong. I really am. I hope I'm wrong. But what I'm saying is do not buy this stuff. It will not work. Once again, do not buy salt pellets. Do not buy water softener. Okay, hopefully you guys have stayed prepared and stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Okay, couple 50 pounds. Like I said, I have a strong feeling that after this storm, when it does hit, the snow will not melt, okay? So no matter how good of a shoveling job that you do, when you go to sleep, anything that's left on the ground, it will freeze. And it's going to stay there. Number two, I said in the first video, you want to have power banks. All right. Excuse me walking around. I got things to do, man. I'm trying to make this. I wasn't going to make this video, but let me make a follow-up for people who are still not catching on. But I'm sure by now, whatever news channel you're tuned into is talking about this storm. Some people are playing it up. Storm of the century, blah, blah, blah. I know I said Snowmageddon, but I said that because where I am, there's going to be snow totals that could get extremely out of control. And I hope that I'm wrong. But I hope that you guys are being safe out there. I truly do. But in addition to the rock salt, hopefully you've gotten some by now, because I don't care if you make same day orders or you plan to go out today. Most likely places will have probably sold out. Okay. And stay away from what I just mentioned about the water softener. And a storm like this, when you have single digits accompanying it, it's not going to do a damn thing. Save your money. Number two, along with the power banks and charging stations, stuff like that, you want to have a standalone power station. A generator is always good, especially if you have little ones, family, stuff like that. It's just me, so I'm in survival mode. I know what I need to do to get by. And power stations, workstations, anything that has, jumper cables attached to it, that can power a little small stuff. All right. And make sure that I'm not too fond of this brand anyway, but it gets the job done. And make sure it's powered up. Okay. Sometimes if they sit for a very long time, they will lose their charge. So start charging them up now. You also want to have a good set of tools. Gets the job done. I'm not too fond of hard said it gets the job done. That's just what I have now. But I know, Jared, I don't know how to fix anything. I don't know how to work. Well, you take that charging station, power up that phone, make sure, log into YouTube, and watch the tutorial on how to fix something, because your ass might need to become Bob freaking Vila around this if something does break. I'm just saying, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. What else can I point out, man? Those are the main three things that you really want to have, man. Okay, so hopefully you got some type of something to melt the snow outside. You have some type of workstation, power station. You have a good set of tools, because if you wait till the last minute, people will inevitably start panic buying, and certain things that you may need to go out and get, they may not have. The first being, obviously the rock salt. Second thing, I mean, you got to think about it. What do people go out and panic buy around stuff like that, along with water, along with, stupid stuff like toilet paper? You got to think if you might need batteries. People are going to, all this stuff, man. You don't need me to tell you this. I'm not trying to make a long video about it, okay? I want to keep this short and sweet, and realize that I didn't underestimate this storm, all right? I had a bad feeling about it when I tried to tell people in real life. They didn't take me seriously. It's not that the storm is coming. Like I said, it's because it's so massive, right? That you need to realize that when stuff happens, when power outages happen, when infrastructure fails, everyone is going to be dealing with what they're dealing with. Every city, every town, every county, covering over 20 plus states, might have a hard time keeping up with things that fail. So you can't just reach out to the neighboring town or neighboring county, hey, we need help. They're going to be dealing with their own issues, especially if you live in an area that's going to see a considerable amount of freezing rain and sleet. That does so much damage alone. And when you have single digit air accompanying that, who knows when things might get back to working okay, when power might get back on. So you don't need me to sit there and tell you that, you want to have simple stuff like batteries and candles. I have candles, but if you have, kids and pets, you might want to stay away from stuff like that and seek alternative methods. I want to keep this short. I want to keep this sweet. My heart and prayers go out to the homeless, the people that are affected in the band where ice may start to form. Personally, where I live, I'm dealing with snow, and the totals keep going up, then they come down a little bit. I hope that they flatten out and it won't be too bad. But you want to stay on top of this and hopefully get out and get what you need. But the main thing I wanted to let y'all know, excuse me, I'm stuttering all that stuff, it's early in the morning, is that when these places sell out of rock salt, stay away from the water softener, man. It's not going to do anything. When you have a normal storm and temperatures at some point raise above 32, I think that stuff works somewhere around maybe a couple degrees below freezing. But you got lows with wind chills in the negatives. 3 degrees, 4 degrees, 5 degrees, places that normally don't see temperatures like this on top of a storm that rarely do they see to begin with either. So stay ready so you don't have to get ready, man. Jared, the 20-year recovering sex addict, that ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about, but the message still stays the same. Discernment over delusion. Live and stand for something greater than one's own self-gratification, man. I love y'all. I got things to do, and you do too. Stop BSing and get to it. I love y'all. I'm out.